What's up, everybody? It's your girl Kiwan, and I am back with the Real Housewives of Rhode Island, Season 1, Episode 9, Questionable Behavior. Before I start, make sure that like, comment, subscribe, notification bell button. Go ahead and click that. Let's just start. So, Kelsey calls Liz and completely omits her part in how she showed up at Rosie's house. And I'm looking at her like, ma'am, you have to start at the beginning. You drove up to that lady's home and talking mad shit, and y'all not even cool like that. Like, so I do feel like what you got from Rosie was what you got. I did feel like the ladies was trying to police Rosie's frustrations. And I just didn't like that. Like, y'all was trying to tone police this lady. Like, why? If she want to be mad, let her be mad. But that's not on y'all to say how she should feel. So, anyway, we see Ashley and Jared. Is Ashley on Prozac or something? Because she acts like she's really, really high anxiety. I don't know. They're planning a trivia night at the coffee shop because they want to make their coffee shop pop. And they want to make it the highlight of Rhode Island. And they had a lot of people there. There was a good turnout. So Rosie calls Ashley to tell her what happened between her and Kelsey. I feel like Rosie tried to put Ashley in a bad spot because she was like, if Kelsey's there, I won't be there. And I was like, it's not about you. You need to be there in support of your friend. Don't say anything to Kelsey. If she speaks, just look at her and keep moving. But I guess. So anyway, we get to Rula and Alicia. Rula decides she won't go. She will not go to Ashley's event because of Joe Ellen. Alicia still doesn't want to tell Rula about the video that Joe Ellen has showed her and the ladies. Alicia complains about relying on Bill, and she was she also tell Rula how, she was putting money away, but it was only $10 a week, because Rula was like, do you put money away? And she was like, well, not really, but I was putting away $10 a week. Rula is a financial planner, so Rula actually wants Alicia to have all of her ducks in a row. And I wasn't mad about that, because Alicia asked Rula, what would you, how I'm looking at you and nothing stops. If you and your husband decide to part ways, nothing stops. But if me and Bill decide to part ways, I get nothing because I'm on nothing. And so I can appreciate their conversation, but what I don't appreciate is Rula always skipping events and everybody feeling like they're so above that they can skip damn events. I don't like that. Like, get these hoes up off of you, Rula, like, especially Joe Ellen. Anyway, Liz, Kelsey, and Joe Ellen and all of their husbands meet up for dinner. Kelsey said, she tells them what happened between her and Rosie. She said Rosie told her she tell them that Rosie told her that she sucked for a career. She was like, I don't suck for a career. I went from one boyfriend to the next, and she sucked it for free. And I was like, but you didn't. You sucked it to be kept, ma'am. So I digress. You sucked it to be kept. And you be kept for all of these years. It was for something. So anyway, Joellen said Rosie called her and told her what happened between Kelsey and Rosie. Liz kind of felt the way about that, because she was like, oh, why would she call you? Joellen now wants to hear Kelsey's side. So Kelsey tells her side. Kelsey asks the group if it's and again, Kelsey completely omits how she showed up. Like, you didn't show up. You're not telling them the entire story. And y'all feeling like Rosie shouldn't be mad is beyond me. They don't know. Y'all just trying to get to a decent place after all the arguing and all of the things. So anyway, Kelsey asked the group if it's normal to break up with someone and they're paying your bills. Bill doesn't think Kelsey's ex shouldn't pay, and Kelsey shouldn't take anything from her ex. However, he wants Kelsey to move in with him, and her ex told her, if you get serious with Bill, then I will no longer financially support you. And I was like, girl, you really need to think about getting some type of financial freedom, because you really need to think about really getting your bag, because relying on these two men is trash. You have to do whatever they say. You probably have to take whatever crap that they give you, and it's so much better to be financially free and to have your own bag and to have your own space, which I'm glad that she does now. But I hope it's just for a limited time. Kelsey, like Alicia, wants to be kept, but Alicia is now in a space where it's affecting her. Being kept without knowing what's going on and having anything in your name is some crazy work to me. I'm sorry, y'all. We're not in the 50s no more. Like, y'all got to do better. Anyway, so the ladies have a conversation about Alicia and how she talked about her being homeless. They said that she lived with her family when her dad left them, so that means she was never homeless. So Liz took the charge on that. Jerry said, I remember Liz, she was never homeless. And again, Liz, for me, this episode was trash towards your friend, because you're downplaying her experience. Yes, she wanted to go live with these people, but she was comfortably living in her home, and her dad left them, which made them, they didn't have their own home anymore. She went from having her own space to sleeping with her mom in a basement, being uncomfortable. So yes, that low-key qualifies as being homeless. Like, Liz just kind of pissed me off. She pissed me off. This episode really pissed me off. I feel like Liz, for me, needs serious therapy, because you have seem like what's the word I want to use? Hold on, y'all. I'm sorry. So Liz, you don't validate your friend. You have no empathy for her, but then you always want to sit and talk about Joellen, and then you're mad because people are now talking to Joellen. You are not always the nicest. You act like an asshole. You are an asshole. And you and Joellen seem to wear that like a badge of honor, and that is some fucked up behavior to have. Have empathy for people, because when it's y'all turn, y'all gonna want, and I assure you, you hoes' turn is coming. Okay, I don't even think that sounded right. Anyway, y'all turn will be coming, and y'all gonna need that same empathy. And guess what they gonna do? They gonna rally around y'all. But you know what I do? I treat you two hoes like shit. Okay? That's all I'm saying. I would treat you hoes like shit. But that's just moi. Anyway, we get to game night. Anyway, sorry y'all, we get to game night, and Joellen decided to bring up the situation between Kelsey and Rosie. As Rosie explains, Liz is asking, well, was there a small part of you saying you will zing her back and show her? And if she did, Liz, if she did? Kelsey started. Anyway, Rosie tells Liz to let I'm sorry, not Rosie. What's her name? Joellen tells Liz to let Rosie talk. Liz, you wasn't there, and once again, as I stated, Kelsey started. So Liz says in her confessional, I know Rosie was disrespectful. I know Kelsey was disrespectful, but I'm sorry. I know Rosie was disrespected, but was she disrespected, or can she not take a joke? Again, Rosie said the joke was not funny to her. So y'all gonna get the tone how she should react to this. Y'all do something to people, and it's very clear that there is a clique. There has always been a clique since day one. But as Rosie stated, y'all gonna go with Kelsey, the bitch who can't take care of herself, but y'all gonna go with her. So anyway, Joellen tells Alicia what happened between Rosie and Kelsey, because Alicia was sitting at the other table. Kelsey arrived with a slam pig sash, saying she will wear it with pride. And I just want Kelsey to know, once again, you're antagonizing the situation and you look stupid as fuck. And I hope that name sticks on you. Alicia have a talk with Rosie and says she's tired of Rosie being picked on. Yeah, you're saying that, but then out of the same breath, you giving these hoes over here, Grace, talking about, but I don't want nobody to think I'm taking sides. Okay, then which one is it? Y'all won't stand up for what's right because of all of this that's happening over here. Y'all won't stand up for what's right, and that's what makes it so fucked up. Y'all know Kelsey wrong, and y'all know she keep picking and picking and picking. But y'all just gonna be like, oh, well, we don't like it, but you shouldn't get so mad. Y'all gonna chastise Rosie, but you're not gonna say anything to Kelsey. That's crazy to me. So Joellen says that Kelsey was joking, and Rosie said it wasn't funny. So the way Joellen said it, it was like she was getting mad at Rosie because Rosie was mad. You offended me, bitch, and y'all mad at me because of my response, because I'm mad because I was offended? Oh my God. So I feel like Rosie was right because these hoes wanted to silence her and not correct Kelsey. So Rosie, I need you to wipe your tears, because yeah, you be crying a lot, but it's time for you to stop crying and give Kelsey just what she looking for, and the rest of these bitches, give them just what they looking for. Get them off your back. Period. It's time to stop. It's time to stop. And Ashley, I need you to get some balls, because then she goes to the back with Jared and she just starts to cry. At this point, the rest of the women just get childish. So Rosie and Kelsey are going at it at the table. The rest of the ladies are under the table. Meanwhile, trivia night is still going on. That shit was very embarrassing. Ashley is freaking out, and I'm looking at Ashley like, girl, get you. What is she on something, or does she need to take something? Because you need to calm the entire fuck down. Gather yourself. First of all, gather yourself under the roof at your house first. Because how you show up in this friend group, I'm pretty sure that's how the hell you show up at your house, especially with those kids. Gather yourself. Like, Ashley, I love Ashley. She's probably my favorite, but the way she handles situations, and it becomes so annoying. To me, ugh. Maybe I'm too stoic. Maybe maybe your girl is too stoic to be on this show, because I just, and again, I'm sitting here talking about Liz, and I can give Ashley grace. The difference between me and Liz and Joellen is I can give you grace. I can be there for you and all of the things. I can even talk you through whatever you got going on. But the constant crying and these reactions, the screaming and the control your emotions, really hone in on your emotions. I feel like Ashley, gonna circle back to the therapy. I feel like Ashley needs therapy, or I feel like something is really going on that Ashley just won't talk about, and it's coming out in different ways, but it's the shit gonna come out. And I'm telling y'all, I've been talking about it. I think it's going to come out, but we gonna wait and we going to see. So anyway, Alicia and Bill. Alicia does a PowerPoint poster board presentation instead of just asking Bill, listen, I helped you out with this damn restaurant. I want a percentage in a restaurant. She went all around the world. She even designed some uniforms that I felt like was really, really cute. She had her daughter to help. I thought it was really cute. I want to ask this question. Y'all drop it down in the comments and let me know. Alicia's daughter, is that her and Bill's daughter? Or is that just Alicia's daughter? Y'all let me know. Anyway, Bill tells Alicia that he has a money planner, and she feels like this is another person that's going to be controlling me, just like she feels that Bill is controlling her. She wants a percentage of Pizza Mama's, and he agrees to it, but we'll see how far she got. I want Alicia to figure out another avenue to get another bag, as well as get a percentage, or don't help him at all. Don't give him no ideas. Take that chandelier down. I don't give a damn what you do. Whatever your ideas was, take that shit all the way back. He don't deserve your help. Take money that he give you. I don't know if he give you an Amex card. I don't know. But it seems as though Bill is the type of person that keeps tabs on his money, or his account person keeps tabs on his money. But if he gives you an allowance, you need to put some shit up. You really need to put some shit up, and you really need to start thinking outside of being kept. Because this some bullshit. But I just would not help him. I'm sorry. I just couldn't. I couldn't. Anyway, Rosie calls Ashley and apologizes to her, and she invites Ashley to Rich's event where he goes to sing Frank Sinatra songs, but she's not inviting Kelsey, and I don't blame her. So she invited Rula. We found out she invited Rula, but Rula never responded. Again, how is Rula able to be on this show and miss all these events? Because she doesn't want anybody questioning her about her cheating ass husband. This is how we know your husband is cheating on you, because you won't even show up. I'm just saying, girl. Anyway, this was the last scene with Liz, Alicia, and Joellen. The way Alicia should have palmed the fuck out of Liz, right in her nose. Bitch, don't say nothing to me. Don't say nothing to me. I'm sorry, y'all. So, the ladies are talking about Rosie and Kelsey once again. They feel like both of the ladies are stubborn. No. I need y'all to stop doing that. I need y'all to correct your friend. Your friend was wrong. So yes, the ladies think that both ladies are stubborn, and no, Kelsey was wrong, and y'all need to correct y'all friend, and that's just that on that. So Alicia, we seen a flashback with Alicia talking with her mom about her dad leaving them, and Alicia's mom said they've been from house to house after their father left, and I don't know if Liz knows that. Like, you may have seen them go to their grandmother's house, and you keep saying how close knit that their family is, and how, you know, they have such a tight family, but their family, those ladies were once married, and those men probably did not want her or Liz there, which is probably why she had to go live with the mom and dad, and they probably had people at that house. Like, you don't know the ins and outs, but you gonna sit here and act like you know anyway. So Liz tells Alicia she had a big, beautiful family. Alicia says, yes, but we lived in my grandmother's basement. I lost my family home. Liz says she definitely, Liz said, my definition of homelessness is sleeping in your car or on the street. Alicia says, again, I had to move out of my home. They had no home, so we had no home. So with that being said, we were homeless. So Alicia feels like Liz is being a snake because she's basically she's downplaying Alicia's experience. Liz says to Joe Ellen, even Gary said Alicia wasn't homeless. So, you know, Liz outed out what Gary and them said, that conversation they had at the dinner. So Liz keeps telling Alicia that you wasn't homeless. Alicia is telling Liz, you're dissecting my experience. It doesn't matter if she brought it up to you. Liz, you keep downplaying her. Liz, get you some therapy and grow up. Like, at this point, because I feel like Liz is being a bit passive aggressive, and then saying you're not, you know, she was like, because I'm not Rosie, and she was like, and I'm not just gonna sit here and take it. But that's another thing. You said, I'm not Rosie, I'm not gonna sit here and take it. But when Rosie was at game night and she decided to stand up to herself, y'all still tried to silence Rosie. So make that make sense for me. Again, Liz, I don't know, you pissing me off this episode. So Liz was like, I keep apologizing and I'm not going to continue to do so. But you keep apologizing and you keep downplaying her experience. If you just can't help yourself, but you just shouldn't say anything. Let her have it. If that's her experience, then that's her experience. Who are you to say, oh no, that's not your experience? You cannot do that. Y'all seen her, enter into somebody's house, but y'all don't know what it was like. Oh my God. So Liz says that I'm a good person after being a terrible person. But you're going to keep saying you're a good person, but okay. And Liz decided to turn around and clock Joe Ellen, and I wasn't mad at that. She said that Joe Ellen was being fake and phony and very disingenuous, because what you're saying in the moment, and let's be clear, what Joe Ellen was saying in the moment to Alicia did not match what she was saying at the dinner table with the ladies and their husbands. And I totally agree. Joe Ellen is a flip-flopper when it comes to certain ladies. So when it comes to Alicia, you're definitely a flip-flopper. When it comes to Rula, you want to stick it to her. It depends on who you like. When it comes to Kelsey and Liz, you're all up in their face. So you're gonna be one way with them. Like, Joe Ellen, girl, bye. I wasn't mad at Liz calling that out, but at the same time, Liz, you cannot. Yeah, that wasn't your place. It wasn't your place, and you keep doing it. It almost feel like you are acting like Alicia literally get on your nerve, and that's how you treat her. I can assure you, the same way you treat Alicia, you don't treat Dolores that way. You don't. Anyway, y'all, this is where the episode ended. I'm so sorry that I'm late with this. I don't know when I'm gonna bring y'all the next one, because Monday I gotta go live, but I'm going to try and bring this to y'all Monday when I get off of work. That depends, because I still have a slew of videos to give y'all. I'm still behind. So anyway, yes, with all of that being said, this is your girl Kiwana reminding you to keep showing up, keep growing, stay true to yourself, and I will see y'all in the next video. Bye.